The most memorable costume was definitely the T-Rex sweatshirt.
I was just a giant oversized green sweatshirt with unreasonably short arms, but really, really, really long in August.
Not comfy.
Not comfy at all.
Of course, Queen Catherine, and like I said, I love the hoop skirt, just flow with it.
Not the prince.
My favorite was from Destiny 2, and it was the Arion costume that is like the big, long medieval gown that's made of the like olive green corduroy. I loved that dress. It was long and it flowed, and it was heavy, it felt real, it was good.
I remember shooting a scene in your house, and I was styled out, and Jacob was my son. And that was kind of fun, being styled out.
It's about your wife, and how you can't keep her in line. The coconut staple boy.
Your mom and one of your sisters was in the next room, and I said, "Mark, come in so we can see. We want to see the costume." So I remember walking and saying, "Oh, this old thing." That was fun, anyway.
That would have to be Fifi the French trumpets.
Pretty and witty and gay!
This is back in Destiny 3, and we had to dress up as women to sneak onto this ship for some reason.
Alicia Ginger.
And so, they gave us like skirts and wigs and blouses, and Danilo was looked like a wet cat in his outfit, but I just went completely the opposite direction. I went total drag queen. I put my blonde wig back in a ponytail, and I got a black beret with a red feather, and I pulled my shirt down to off the shoulders, and I was saying, "I am Fifi the French trumpet." And so that was probably the most fun and memorable costume I wore. Cordero was probably the coolest, but I had the most fun with Fifi.
I didn't do it so right, actually.
The most memorable costume for me is obviously the Balthazar costume. Specifically the jacket is what I love the most, but I really like the hat and the cloak and the whole ensemble. I have used that costume as many times as I possibly could. I've put it on as many people as I can, because I cannot get enough of that costume.
That would be the crazy butterfly French princess dress that I wore in episodes 9 or 10 of The Gift Bearer, when Perry saw Drake for the first time after everything.
The most memorable costume was when I was Marguerite, et je parle en français pour un épisode.
Là, je ne plaisais pas. Pourquoi est-ce que vous arrêtez moi?
I guess that was not necessarily the most interesting costume, but the whole most interesting persona.
Yes! Go on for French trumpet!
One would be that flippin' skirt in The Gift Bearer. That was so long, I kept tripping on myself. I think I had to wear it a couple times. The first episode in Fort Massac, I had to hike that sucker up. I don't know if it was the same skirt. Well, it was long. They're both long.
Bastard!
You okay?
And probably the time I actually got to wear that wedding dress.
What the sort of odd get up I wore for the Cursed Destiny of Pandora's Box. It's really, in Eidolon, I wore mostly normal things, darker things for Nintaro, and less dark, little kid-looking things sometimes for Morpheus. There's one scene in particular I remember thinking, wow, I look really young with my hat on the way I wore it. It was at the Calvin Lake, I remember. But it was Cursed Destiny of Pandora's Box. I just remember looking kind of ridiculous, and it was very memorable and amusing.
This is my memorable costume story. I played a character, General Lefford, who wore white all the time. You know how, okay, so sidetrack. You know how when you graduate from college and you get the little thingy and it's like a different color, when you advanced degrees. And so all the good colors are like the ancient things, philosophy, mathematics. They've got these beautiful, cool colors. You get something now like sports science, and it's new, and they're like, oh, we have mint green left, or something kind of awkward. So everybody had a color. And I always wore white, but I had this pink thing on, and I was like, I can be tough and wear pink.
Kill them all! Tell DeCarlo to find the traitor and bring me her head.
That's cool. So, but I was always in white, and there was one day we knew there was going to be a Fall in the Lake day. So written in was we gotta get you changed into this brown thing, because Eleanor was trying to be very nice and not show things. However, right before we changed into the brown thing, we were filming, and it was, torrential downpour. So we kept filming. Torrential downpour. I was more wet filming in my white costume than I was after I had been dunked in the lake.
No! You try that one more time?
So that was memorable to be running around pretty much naked at Crystal Lake Park.